the whole impact.
Okey, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, perlawanan ketiga Blacklist International menentang Echo. Sama-sama kita saksikan siapa akan mendapatkan mata yang ketiga. Perlawanan lane unknown.
Yeah, we'll see. It's
Alright.
theoretically, it's so good.
We'll find out here. Game
Nolan,
3
guys,
on us. It's 1-1. Is it Echo or is it Blacklist International? Very interesting and different lineups from what we've seen from the previous 2 games here. Will they make
Apa bracket
it work?
Apa bracket? Ya, apa bracket?
Right now, yeah, I think the big
Semi-final.
question is, you know, the R-Lot, of course, Nolan, once again, does he have his own redemption here in the hands of Sensui?
I mean, in front of the Arlet, I mean, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
For Blacklist International, but I guess it's a better game for Blacklist. I'm just happy I'm not seeing 1-1 here in Game 3.
But just the
my gears are
same.
not turning.
I wish I could say the same. I see a die-off.
I mean, it could work. It could work versus the Tirisla.
Oh, Renegade.
I was going to say, if it's anybody, would you trust Edward with the die rock?
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
But this is not an Edward hero, right?
That's my Abunjingjing, man. I don't know. If it's Edward, you got to go 50-50 at least. Like some things you get, let's slide because it's Agent Zero.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he could pull it off.
But what does he do in this game?
just the same, something tells me they picked this because they're going all in on the burst, man. The burst is bursting. They may have watched a few clips from Onyx.
Was Perdetta banned out? No, right?
It wasn't.
Nope.
It wasn't. All right.
Like,
Respect
I'm
guys, dia
really
tak nak
kind of
kena
thinking
zoning
here.
minion dia.
I'm theory crafting in my head.
Tak nak
Yeah, trying to
receive
solve
damage.
it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, like, all Edward has to do is, well, aside from just being Edward, is get the armor penetration on. Like, if you land the Abysm Strike, great. If you don't, at least now you set up the big dam.
Here's the thing. You're also giving the Valentina the Abysm Strike. And it goes through against all of these heroes on the side of Blacklist International.
I actually like the Abysm Strike more than the Decimation these days.
Apa
Like looking at it. Again, theoretically speaking, there's a lot on the line here. Blacklist here, have to answer. It's Echo first up on the Turtle Pit, pulling them out.
Alright,
JP with
perlawanan
a
di
flicker
Turtle.
spin, Feather Air Strike coming in from Yue. Turtle here approaching.
Tendangan.
Hey, the dragon.
Heavy
Plus
spin.
heavy spin. Penalty zone spent up already. Carl
Oh, JP.
spinning out of the way. JP still alive, but
Oh,
just
yo.
barely. Dash it
Hidup.
through. That's the Arlet's kit at maximum
Apa dapat
capacity.
turtle?
Who's the turtle gonna go over to?
Alright,
There's a knockout.
nampaknya
Carl
KTZ
TZ
mendapatkan
scores
turtle.
one. Look at the back line. It's Edward looking for it. And
Edward
he
berjaya
gets
menumbangkan
first
JP.
blood on a JP, but he pays the iron
Edward juga
price.
ditumbangkan.
That's worth for Echo, man. JB played that turtle fight fantastic on the Arlet.
Yeah, again, you know, first blood, though, going in the hands of Edward here. Does that result into much? I mean, it was the first blood for the Turtle, but if you just look at that team fight, the way it went, that's, I feel like one of the downsides here for Sensui and Nolan in general is you really just have to wait. Like, you can't show your face for those objective fights. So then what that's doing is, all right, team, you got this. I'll come through when I'm ready, you know, when it's my time.
There's this hidden rule of engagements for you know, for junglers. If you're an assassin, you don't really start turtle, and you also wait for spells to be casted before you actually contest turtle, unless you're Kaltiz or Kyrie or something. But that's the main problem of Blacklist International. It's hard already to deal with the front lines of Echo, like the Teresa and the Arlet, but you also have to deal with the heavy spin of the Akai. They did a good job of kicking KTZ away to force out the heavy spin.
Tendangan daripada Renije. Heavy spin daripada KTZ. Cuba mancing Renije.
Perfect angle for Renegade. The hitman hit the way of the
Jadi
dragon,
yang
but
mati.
not the right time. Carl TZ popping the heavy spin.
That's also one thing that you need to consider. Like the only dash,
Oh, Edward potong dalam,
the
guys.
only vengeance that could come out from the Arlet after the heavy spin.
Oh, Edward, okay. He might
Pom
get
cuba
caught out
punish
here.
Edward nampak ya.
2v1,
Edward menggunakan
penalty
flicker.
zone spent in by
Larikan
40.
diri.
Sensui. Oh, looking to bait
Sanford.
out. Sanford very low.
Menggunakan
Moving
flicker.
away. Sanford
BOS.
still alive via the exactly BOS.
Sorry,
You know it.
The BOS.
You know it.
That Smith body.
Yeah, where's the big dam, bro?
No, there's not
There's
enough
not
big
yet,
damn
yeah.
yet.
All right.
That's later. That's
Okay.
like, you know,
I'll wait.
5 minutes in, maybe after this, another 5 minutes.
The big damn auditor's backing me up.
Oh, Sanji.
Oh, interesting.
There's a
Tendangan
dash in,
daripada
there's the way of
Renije.
dragon kicking. JP,
Tapi kena ke arah room. Nampaknya Renije bakal ditumbangkan.
Final slash coming in. The hitman
Oleh
becomes the
Sanji.
hit. And now it's a 4v5 here in the Turtle Pit. Sensui dashing on out again. The whole situation. Playing an assassin in this current metagame. It opens up a
Turtle
smorgasbord
percuma
of
guys
problems for
Susah ni.
Blacklist as Echo
Nolan
scores
nak
one.
contest Turtle ni guys. Dia akan banyak main flanknya.
This Arlet roam. It's not just to steal the Arlet away from Edward, but it is a potential a potential lineup for Echo that they have been working on for these past few days. And JP has been phenomenal on these vengeances on the Arlet, and it really amplifies the strength of the Zero, especially with the Brave Smite, because you get a lot of HP from every spell that you cast every 6 seconds, and it's HP based. So this gives a lot of sustainability for Echo with just the Arlet alone.
Yeah, and not only that, but the setup potential that you have with the Arlot paired.
TZ cuba mencari Edward. Edward tak ada flicker. Wah.
Zip code, sending him right into the nether realm.
Okay, so back to that, Edward, the 50-50. Dyroth still not looking too hot.
Yeah, he's face down right in mid, man. He's taking a nap.
A dirt nap.
Even in the hands of Edward, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Kitty dan juga JP menzoning minion Oheb supaya tak dapatkan stack.
Yeah. It's a
Dan juga
hero.
duit.
And that's the thing, is I wasn't even talking about the heavy spin. All I was making a point of is JP with the final slash paired with a Terizla. Right, there's already a ton of set potential there. Pio,
Tak kena.
good response from Oheb. But this is still troublesome, right? You can see this. Carl TZ still playing himself here on the top side. The rest of the team here.
Oh my goodness, damage.
Big 4v4. The battle for this
4
tier
orang
1
baik
up
sampai
top.
EXP dia baik
And
turun.
it looks like Echo's gonna take their time. The discipline call. Blacklist gonna back off.
Sampai macam tu baik backup tu sampai.
The biggest thing for Blacklist International is they're just playing at the pace that
Kena ganti
Echo's
JP
setting.
sebab
And that's kind of the trouble part. Oheb again.
Oh, missed a lot of spells.
heavy spin daripada Carl TZ berjaya menumbangkan Oheb. Dah ni tak patut cer.
It's Carl TZ again. Like, you mess up.
Digi ban,
fine.
pam Digi ban.
I'm still Carl TZ. I'm still gonna be able to do it.
Alright, tendangan.
Stanford
ditumbangkan.
As Yue takes him down.
TZ down. Wah.
2 for 1. Carl TZ falls.
Wah.
And make it another double kill for Renegade. Sanji
Dengan flicker.
spending that flicker. He comes back. Feather there.
Wah,
Edward
feather
flickers
strike.
out of range. Benny Cutie gonna do some cleanup here as he takes down.
Benny Cutie tumbangkan oleh Nolan.
Trading out. This is where a Nolan shines.
5 balas 5 guys. Ada fight
These
gak
small
bai.
skirmishes are really beneficial for Blacklist International, especially when Echo has exhausted their spells and their resources. Sanji though.
Oh, Renegade. He's
Kena
playing
tendang
fire here.
Wah.
Way the dragon
Mati
serving him
Sanji,
up
tak ada flicker.
to the
Penalty zone.
As Edward scores.
Renegade tumbang.
Gonna have to back
Gonna
out of
allow
here.
for the reset.
Saddle
They got him
bird
off
the reset.
takes down Renegade, and the turtle is back. That whole sequence took all this time for Carl TZ to respawn.
Well, that allowed for the reset. I don't think that was worth for Blacklist International. Like, with the Valentina kill, yes, you are able to make this Valentina suffer, but you're still giving away objectives towards Echo, and now they're gonna be able to once again play their momentum, play their strengths. This is mid game now. This is where the Irithel really shines for the side of Echo. While Blacklist International, you still have damage in the form of the Nolan. But when they group up on the side of the Orcas, it's going to be hard for you to find these skirmishes wherein the Nolan and the Diro
First item Valentina terus ni Necklace of Durance
is Blacklist International where they need to be? This is also just the Berserker's Fury being picked up for Oheb.
Tapi kenapa Necklace
Are they at that point where now, okay, the damage is online?
They have the damage.
sebab
they have
Edward
the Berserker's Fury, the Farsa is also online, the Malefic Roar is also available on Sensui. Your main concern is still the Arlot. Your heroes, they do make sense, but they need to still deal that damage into Echo. But with the Arlot just roaming around, going inside the back line, utilizing the final slash to make sure that Blacklist is not able to fight to their own terms, it's still hard for Blacklist to execute this team fight that they want against Echo.
Oh, look at this, an awkward bush check here coming in. Sensui dashing through, using the gauge to get on out of there. Nope, not gonna spend it. Oh,
okay.
Carl TZ oddly friendly here.
Nah, the
Conceal daripada JP.
All right, he knows that the fracture would save Sensui. All right. Fight's about to break down in bottom. Look at JP coming in, flicker,
tendangan daripada Renegade.
Saving Oheb, but there's one. Carl TZ pinning down Edward.
Heavy spin, Edward menggunakan flicker, Edward bakal ditumbangkan.
There strike, there it is, an answer once more from Sanji, popping Agent Zero.
Stanford,
boom, flicker penalty zone. Sanji pops Oheb, but they're in too deep, much like some 41. Another final slash.
Benny Cutie pula masuk. JP masuk lagi.
Unable to take down JP unless
mati Renegade. Oh, flicker. Oh, down.
Oh, that's it. Bodies have dropped in the bottom lane. Echo are so in it.
Man, the Arlot still the biggest problem, the biggest thorn in the neck
Oh,
on the side
Benikuti.
of Blacklist International.
Hampir
Again,
kan?
they have the damage, they have the kits, but they have to deal with this Arlot jumping inside their lines.
Yeah, JP is having a phenomenal game. I mean, when you look at the KDA, it doesn't really do him justice because he is everywhere he needs to be and then some, and a lot of that final slash usage is either able to peel for them, initiate, and the follow-ups are so great, right? Now with that, like you mentioned, Midnight, Blacklist International has all the damage they need, but really, you have to kind of keep your head on a swivel, right? You have to constantly be watching out for JP. Number one, you have opportunities.
JP?
Oh, this could be it.
Out. He's down
Oh, JP down.
Zero health, just like that.
Sanford pun dah guna ulti. Wah, ini bahaya, boy.
Now Sanji and Sanford putting up a line between Edward and the rest.
Sanji menggunakan ulti daripada Nolan, berjaya melarikan diri. Immune effect. Jauh ditumbangkan. Sensui dapat position ni. Boom. Sanji down.
And he gets out.
Hero flanking, guys.
Assassination
Nolan ni.
right there. Both roamers also down. So no one want to commit to this Lord just yet. Might wait it out. Both tier 1 still up as well. So neither team has that little bit of advantage. Sensui also just picking up a BOD.
Oh, he has so much damage.
Level 15.
This is where it's at. This is the moment for the big damage to come through.
All right, noted. I will remember.
gonna get the purple buff. And Carltease will be the one to step it up as they have to. He has to be the one to start this.
2 level gaps, by the way, between Carltease and Sensui.
Sensui's been all over the place, man, given the situation that they're in against this lineup, this is probably the best way you can play the Nolan.
Oh,
there they go.
Edward and Renegade. There's a knock-up. There's a final slash. The 2 frontliners from Blacklist sent into the air. Carltease with the headbutt. Oh, they're playing footsies. They don't.
Bukan mangsa yang dicari, guys.
Look at Sensui. JP catches him, and there's the damage.
There's a strike
coming in. JP put down to a 10th of his health. He heals up. He gets on out of there. It's another reset.
Penalty zone. Yui menggunakan flicker. Fast reaction. Ni semua pancing-pancing skill musuh je tu, guys.
Big resources.
Akai, tendangan.
Carltease spends his heavy spin. Look at Sensui holding that bush. Oh, they're gonna have to back off.
Oh, Blacklist is
Main
playing.
tarik tali ni.
Smell something. Hello.
Carltease dah tak ada ulti. Carltease down.
Carltease goes down. Renegade slays him. Not enough of appeal from Echo to save.
Tak ada retry.
I approve. That was some big damn right there.
Wah, Sanji terus flick Wah.
Sanji goes
Sanji down.
Gets a ball in his face, and now they're looking for vengeance, looking for retribution.
Oh, JP down. Penalty zone daripada Sanford. Wow.
Big damn, goes. Benny
tak mati tu.
Oh, he was too little,
Sensui.
too late to the party. Now he's gonna get punished unless underneath the turret they kick him up all with the bike.
Man, I gotta just say, the way that Ducati looked in that moment, that was perfect.
It looked fantastic. But what's more fantastic is the juggle that Sensui has been doing against Echo. Echo, they wanted to initiate, but they needed to find Nolan first. They needed to know where Sensui was. Because the past fight, they were able to get some kills, but Sensui was able to assassinate some meters as well.
Heavy spin daripada Carltease.
The heavy spin from Carltease.
Benikuti menggunakan wand. Nampaknya Benikuti bakal ditumbangkan. Wah.
Carltease still alive. The way of the dragon from Renegade. They pop and Sensui gets another. And look at this. Lord's gonna be scored here.
Lord.
By
Yui dapat.
But Edward goes
down.
Sanji gets the kill. JP says conceal play. Let's go. Watching Sensui at half health, control of the Y bush. Sanford.
Yui down.
Still in control.
Sensui.
Sanji goes down. Belly zone. Sensui still dashes.
Walau
Engage. Sensui.
Wah.
A monster here. 6-0-7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Blacklist pandai kiting gila. Bapak banyak gila skill bazir kan.
Looks like to be the best game we've seen from Nolan yet. Yep, and it's only the second time. So again, sample
Nolan
size
ni keren,
small,
bhai.
but this one is going in favor of Sensui
Yang
here.
ni
The
kerti
way
sampai pulih tak caw
that he
je.
kind of had to adjust that patience level.
Yeah, this is
Kena kata pancing skill je dikasih selarang.
the way he juggles.
Menang kiting je tu Blacklist ni. Sumpah.
For the perfect opportunity, the timing, the
Maju kena poke dengan D-Rod dengan Sensui Nolan kan. Nolan punya skill CD cepat. Auto buka ulti boy.
But the one thing they don't have is the vision over Sensui. They needed to see where the Nolan is, and Sensui is not giving them any information whatsoever.
Wow. If they do shut him down though, imagine the gold.
Kau baru salah pandang.
63.9k on a jungle. When was the last time we've seen this? This stat line
been a
from
while.
a jungle player.
He's gonna start farming heroes.
Yeah, been a while. Again, I mean, look at the gold.
Yeah, 11K.
Massive here.
Akak
So
7,000
if you're Echo,
duit.
you're kind of
Nolan je dah 11,000 guys.
How do
Mak
we
ai.
deal with this?
I mean, you start buying some Antikeras for sure. Antikeras, blade armor, immortalities. You know, you need sustain.
Twilight armor.
You need reset twilight armor. Anything that could help you, mitigate this damage output coming out from Blacklist International. Twilight does help also against the Bruno, because the crits are gonna start hurting in the late game.
Yeah, again, a lot of this Nolan play relies on being able to count on the team to get the energy
Nolan
where they need
PH
to be
mantap lah, baru
in
nampak
terms of
Nolan
health.
PH fungsi.
You can
Mana
try,
ada?
but
Dekat
still
ni kau
there's
tak
been a lot
tengok?
of
Dekat
finesse from Sensui.
MPL SG.
And as we
Kalau tu
wait
buka
for
memang
this
auto
next
pick first pick
objective,
Nolan.
it's
Dia memang
nearly
main flanking. Siapa dia main?
So Echo has to
Jan
decide
AQT.
how we approach this. That's
Apa,
why you also have
GN
to
dia
see
sekarang
how
dekat
it's
MPL,
popped up. They
SG,
buy a little
Team
more
Flash.
time, especially on these heroes that are going to be up, either peeling or initiating, right? JP still going to be crucial here. How he's able to utilize the final slash, and of course keeping Benny Cutie alive. And I would say too, Edward has from
Echo
what
punya
he
jungle
experienced in early games,
lane
that
pula,
mid game
laning
is
piece pula guys kena
he has
freeze.
been just kind of sitting on Benny Cutie,
it's still a
forcing.
Zeroth.
Tak nak
it
bagi dia
is
farm,
still a
guys.
Zeroth. You still got to watch out for him, and so he's been making Benny Cutie's life a little difficult, right? Now that's
Haters
the big
pa, ha,
point
haters.
here. Now for Echo, once again, they want to get this tier 1 down in the mid lane so that they
Carl.
have some space to work around with now that this Lord is up. But right now, it doesn't look like they'll be able to. So they got to fight around with a space
This is
disadvantage.
crucial for Blacklist. You thought it was
yeah.
gonna show up on the bottom lane.
Yep, they have to pull the trigger.
Renegade.
Checking the
go in
bush. And they're forcing the advantage here. Look at this. Even Sensui coming in early already, trying to burst down Carl TZ, but no dice.
They just want to get some of these resources out if they can.
Lord ditarik dari Echo.
I feel like it's really the game plan for Blacklist International. Let's test the waters. What can we get out from Echo?
Ooh, somebody saw Sensui use the ultimate.
Yep, they know that the fracture is off. And I'd say it's just
Renegade.
a couple of seconds
Ini je.
in. There's the big kick.
Heavy
And
spin.
there's a heavy spin from Carl TZ.
Oh, sudah got light. Oh, Sensui mendapatkan Lord.
As they take down the Lord. Another one for Blacklist.
Macam tu je kan Bazirkan heavy spin. Auto tak dapat Lord. Yang cuba nak punish ni. Oh, hidup lagi. Wow.
Sensui's there. Sensui's still there.
Sensui still gonna clean up, and JP gets a shutdown.
Sensui down.
Big gold over to Echo.
I thought Sensui
Kena
was
kiting
backing
itu
him
je.
and he stopped. What, to think he was going to get some picks? Is that what?
Well,
Nah, Echo knew.
Auto akan terpaksa buka heavy spin
He
bai.
was already like in the clear to go back.
Chow ni pun main peranan besar guys. Banyak gila main punch-punching skill musuh ni.
Did not use IMU. Is this a long con? Is this a macro play by Echo?
He had the fracture, fracture as well. But I think at this
Ooh,
point you need
Federer
to
dapat
go
delay,
the Federer airstrike.
And Sanji just couldn't find the range.
Yeah, you need more poke, you need bypass as well against Blacklist International. But man, Sensui has been fantastic on this Nolan jungle.
Baik kat Chow Renegade ni
Blacklist
guys.
International again, constantly assassinating the heroes on Echo. Carl DZ didn't stand a chance right there as the full burst was able to take him down. He didn't have
Aku rasa kenapa Venus tak main guys kan. Aku rasa sebab Renegade punya pool hero lagi besar kot.
So we are gonna wait for the next
Dan Sensui punya ni pun tengah on fire, tak pelik lah. Penalty zone, Yui. Tu JP down. Heavy spin, Yui down. Ohep. One. Ohep down. Tendangan. Dan ni je, Benny Cutie seorang, tak ada backup. Sensui datang, wah. Jauh sangat Benny Cutie.
Man, what a trade that was. Again, Benny Cutie trying to do what he has to on the Zerothil, but still the set potential, the damage being thrown at him from Blacklist International is too much to deal with right now.
Yeah, there's so much burst. Like the Farsa and the Nolan alone is crazy enough for Echo to deal with, and you also have to deal with the Bruno, even though they had a fantastic opening to that team fight. Just to
Seronok pick Nolan dalam game ni guys.
to pop out more damage than Echo.
Main masuk last minute. Team dah set up. Flank, cari damage dealer je. One hit combo belah. One hit combo belah. Nolan gila-gila lah. Memang macam tu gameplay dia duk.
As we reach to the 20-minute mark, this is getting to
Orang
a point
cakap
now
kalau
where
main
Echo
Nolan
will
ni,
start to equalize
dia dah
at
beli
least in
rapid
terms
book
of
guys.
itemization, right?
Memang
They
ni
should be able to match up
memang
well.
kerja dia flank.
I still think that
Main
this
kerja
is
seorang-seorang.
the
Assassin
question
gameplay.
here is, do we have the game plan to deal with the burst? Because even from the last Lord fight, with Lord coming up in about 15 seconds, that's still something that Carl T.
Kalau nak adu balik Nolan ni lawan Assassin balik mobility lawan mobility. Nolan punya skill susah nak masuk.
Down to the point where you force the heavy spin and then you take him out of the picture so he's not there to contest that retribution with a Lord. So now it's like, okay, what do we do around that? Do we plant JP in the front?
Pasif Nolan ni dah kalau tekan combo dengan first skill lagi meletup dah guys. Campur pula kalau ulti pula.
Trying to camp in that bush near the rock Ursa. Gentlemen, allow me to present a thesis while we witness a Lord dance. Something tells me Echo's just improvising. They're just putting heroes in positions until they catch somebody.
Satu je guys, yang lain boleh punish korang kena kiting macam ni, nampak? Ni kerap control Echo ni kuat gila tau. Tapi diorang still pandai kiting Blacklist ni, faham tak? Main tarik-tarik je, bazirkan skill musuh je. Lepas tu dia masuk balik. Nolan finisher, pergi belakang punish. Baik-baik makro doang ni.
And Blacklist after that is going to be able to reset because of the mobility coming out from Sensui, and of course the range factor that is coming out from Yue with a better airstrike that will force Echo out to disengage. And I think that's where you start, where you need to start making some difference here for the side of Echo. Instead of actually disengaging, you need to re-engage with the Arlot. Something that we've seen from the likes of the early game team fights where
kalau kena ulti Beneta auto slow pa Nolan. Second skill boleh lari. Renije cuba nak pancing ulti Kaltizi. Tendangan. Cuba mancing ultimate Kaltizi tapi tak ada follow up. Dua ulti dah keluar. Boleh try all in ni. Cuba bunuh. Echo ada 5 ulti guys. Sensui dapat position hingga atas ni.
They know some of these resources are down. No feathered airstrike, no Boy the Dragon right now from Blacklist International. Echo.
Edward pula pancing, nak cuba pancing heavy spin Akai. Tadi ni Edward, Renije, waktu Sensui masuklah si.
Sanford's gonna spot him here. Oh, Body Smith protecting that Terizla, keeping him up. Lord here at a fifth of its health. Still, all of the key ults online for Echo. Enough time. Oh, Allah! For Blacklist as well, they're online as well.
Dia nak ulti ni guys. Pancing ulti, pop lempang ke belakang semua kawan-kawan tapi tu lah tak dapat. Oh, Kaltizi dapat lot. Tapi Sanford dia kejar. Triple kill dapat kalau Ohab. Tinggal 2 saja player Echo. Wah, ni macam mana ni? Benikuti cuba nak clear di belakang ni.
This is what they call TikTok timers. It's way too long.
You need to be careful. He deals so much damage. Sensui.
And Benikuti.
Oh, nice.
And that's a pick off. Benikuti here getting
45 won. Immortal pecah. Benikuti down. Wah.
It's just Sanji left to defend.
Satu minit lagi.
Sanji should be able to clear it up. Lord now at the bottom of the base.
There is a siege minion. Sanji clears it.
Ada satu wave lagi hidup. Sanji seorang ni macam mana ni? How? GG. GG WP guys Blacklist. Wah.
And this winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor.
Fighting no baik tu Blacklist dah tu.
What a game that
GG guys Kita bakal menyaksikan game keempat sebentar saja lagi.
Getting his first win at least